Good morning. All right, let's see. I've got a couple of messages up here on my camera that I can't see what I'm actually looking at. All right, good morning, everybody. Give me a thumbs up that you can hear me okay. Hi, Tamla and Ingrid, Nadine, Melissa. That's hysterical. Sip, rip. So, hi, Marie. Hi, Mary. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Happy end of another week that we have safely made it through, which is exciting. I hope that you all, wherever you're at, are having as glorious a morning. It is beautifully sunny. It's supposed to be really hot later today, but right now it's beautifully sunny and a little bit of a breeze and everything. So that's a pretty good start to the Sunday. Hi, Charlotte. Excellent. Thank you all so much for letting me know that you can hear me okay. YouTube was giving issues again. I don't know if I think they've definitely changed some things because some of the buttons look different. And again, it was telling me that it was having a live stream problem this morning. So I'm not sure what growing pains YouTube is going through, but I just wanted to make sure everything was connecting the way it should. Hi, Sandra. Good morning. Well, today I'm hanging out. I'm working on more of the legit kits. Little Hooter, that Ingrid who is here in the chat, Philippa, my friend from Australia, and Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches. We're all working on, and we're getting really close. We started the block B3 last night, and next month in July we'll work on, so we did on the live B3, but there are two other blocks that we're going to work on this month. And then in July, we have three more blocks and we'll be ready to put together Little Hooter. The whole top we'll be able to put together, which is very exciting that he's coming together. I'm sad that we'll have to find something else to sew together as a group because it's been a lot of fun getting together, especially being able to have Philippa join us. We'll get to have Philippa over here stateside in December, but it's nice to be able to get together with her. Hi, Charlotte. And Catherine. There we go. Jeanette. Good morning, everybody. So I'm definitely working on this one today in the more the way I usually, like, if it's just me sewing, kind of chilling. I'm not pre-cutting fabrics or anything like that. So I'm starting with whole hunks of fabric to put onto pieces of paper. When I want to do it quickly, I will pre-cut the fabrics and I'll put them all together and have the whole block set up. But I'm just chilling. I'm hanging with friends this morning. So no stress, just hanging out. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, it's good to see everybody. I successfully got my dad. My dad is an avid reader, which is how I'm the oldest of three daughters, how his three daughters are also avid readers. My mom reads. I'm not saying my mom doesn't read too, but my dad was definitely like ferocious reader. So I get to Father's Day has become give him funds to get more books a day. So it's pretty easy. I know every year I know exactly what's going to make my dad very happy, and so Kindle gift certificates all around, which it works perfectly. He's happy, and I don't have to stress my brain to think about what do I get the guy who gets everything, like who has everything he needs. Yes, Ingrid, the lives have been so fun sewing up Little Hootie. Hi, Elizabeth and Lori. Jeanette's coming in from Portland, Oregon. Oh, very early morning. Good morning, Jeanette. Oh, thanks, Lori. I'm really looking forward to it. Lori is saying the retreat. So we've got a couple of retreats coming up next Sunday. That next Sunday's retreat has the registration's already closed. We filled up pretty quickly, which is thank you all. Incredible. Thank you all so much. The beach bum retreat is next Sunday. And then there are still 6 spots left for my bring your own foundation paper piecing retreat, which is the last Saturday of July, July 27th, from 10 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll get off right on time to go hang out with Stephanie over on her channel. And that is if you've had any interest in doing foundation paper piecing, but have been nervous or scared or terrified, any of the above emotions, or have started one and got frustrated because it just didn't make sense to you, which is true of the first 3 or 4 FPP patterns that I tried. This retreat is really for it's a small group of folks, so it's really for getting really like one-on-one. You'll need to have a web camera. It's going to be a Zoom retreat so that I can highlight you and I can see what you're working on. If you were able to see us last night on the Lil Hooter, Philippa had a question about how to line up the pieces of an FPP pattern. And I was able to highlight her and show her both on my own camera and walking her through it, how to line that up. And it ended up, she did such a great job. And so that's the focus for this bring your own FPP. I'm going to ask folks to let me know ahead of time who they're bringing, because you can bring any FPP. It could be legit kit. It could be one of mine. I have a couple of free patterns on my website that are simple. They're traditional blocks and they're simple blocks, which helps you start to understand how to lay your fabrics and how to flip the fabric over and press it. I think those simpler ones where it's just 2 pieces of fabric, I think those are great as the starters for if you want to start getting into patterned, not just batiks or solids. If you want to start learning how to maybe line up for, you have stripes or something, those easier ones are really good to help start to like process how that's all going to work out. But you can bring anybody. Pride and Joy. I always go back to Pride and Joy because I really like Pride and Joy. Quiet Play is a great one. Of course, the Quilt Works, and I always forget what her name is. Judy Niemeyer. There we go. Great one. What's her name? DeJong. She's got really great stuff. So you get to bring anything, and you can register for that. 6 spots. 6 spots left. Oh my gosh, that is exciting. Charlotte's saying, oh yay, her fabric is on the way from Joanne's. Yay, I'm very excited. I was very shocked to find out that not all of the Joanne's, I figured for like a box store, like a cookie cutter store that's available a lot of places, they would have the same variety of fabrics, and you'd just be able to go in and say, hey, I want this. But I found out this past weekend that is not the case. They don't all have the same things. So that's been an eye opener. I try to, I definitely didn't have the things to make the bag the way I wanted to make at home. So I wanted to go somewhere where I thought the majority of people would be able to go easily, and it did not work out that way. Oh well, they say, what is it? The best laid plans, they say. Oh well, but we'll get there. It'll all work out. It's going to be a good time next Sunday. I really like that next Sunday's retreat is Stephanie and I don't usually do matchy things. So this is the first time we've really like thought, okay, it's summer. Let's do something that matches. So the pockets for my bag matches the beach quilt that she's made, and it's really fun. I'm really excited about it. Good morning, Del Marie, and hi, Terry. Hey, everybody. All right, I'm gonna get to cutting some fabric. I am just casually working on pieces of Little Hooter. We were together last night with Ingrid and Philippa, and we are getting close to, this month was 3 blocks and next month is 3 blocks, and then we're done. So I have a little bit of catching up to do, but I'm not far off. But I have catching up to do for us to be able to do the big reveal either at the end of August, though the end of August is hard, at the end of the summer, kind of hard. But maybe September, to reveal our quilt tops. I'm really excited to see Ingrid's psychedelic Little Hooter. The colors she's doing, she chose to do all in grunge, which is amazing, and it's not your average barn owl, that's for sure. Hi, Laura. Good morning. That reveal is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, as I do, I had started to ask the question if folks were doing things for Father's Day today, and then went off on a tangent. So, does anybody have plans for today? I was saying I had sent my dad his gifty. He is set and happy. I'm sure that there have been 4 books bought already this morning. I don't know that if my kiddos have plans with their pops today. Kind of weird. It is kind of weird that now that they're full grown adults, I don't have any responsibility to know or set up or make or buy or anything for their relationship with their father. So it's kind of nice, but it is kind of weird. Spent so many years making sure everything was done to not have that responsibility anymore. It's kind of cool. Ingrid says she's super excited to see it come together too. It's going to be cool. Has been a box delivered yesterday, and if you know cats, you know they enjoy boxes. So Base Drop is over there making a racket. Enjoying the box. Lilu, go lay down. And Lilu is terrified because, for whatever reason, Lilu is the most anxious dog in the world and is scared of everything, including the sound of a box that a cat is in. You're good, you big goofball. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Lori asked a great question. Shannon, where and how do you store your leftover fabric after you make your blocks? So now, for a legit kit, I have a file cabinet that has different, hanging files labeled for all of the different colors. So like legit kit will have these labels. So S is pepper. So for legit kits, when I finish a top and I have leftover fabrics, I then store it in the file cabinet with all, in order. And that way, if I mess up or if I, miscut in another top, and I don't have enough fabric, and I'm not waiting. Legit Kits is awesome. If you mess up on cutting, they will send you fabric. But I am a definite instant gratification kind of person. I don't want to have to wait. So I have now done enough Legit Kits where I can just go to my drawer, pull out the color, and keep going. So that's how for Legit Kits. For other FPP things that I've done, I have discovered that I am kind of a lot like Stephanie in this. I'm not really good about having scraps, wanting to have scraps around. So I am, if it's a good size piece, I am collecting fabrics for Ingrid's nephew goes to a school where they are teaching children how to sew. And I just collect the really good size pieces in a box. What I do also in my file cabinet and in that box that I'm collecting all the different fabrics, I will throw in, you know how you'll get like in shipments, those silica packs to keep moisture and stuff out. I will throw those anytime I get them. I'll throw them in either the Go to Ingrid box or my file cube. Or if I have fabrics stored, so like some of the fabrics I have stored upstairs in my room because I have another little small sewing machine upstairs in my bedroom. But I'll have like tubs. I'll throw those in every once in a while just to keep the moisture down. But if they're smaller than usable for things, I'm really bad. I kind of just throw a lot of stuff out. I'm really bad. I know all of the scrap quilters out there are cringing right now. I also am highly aware and feel bad every time I do it that there is a lot of fabric waste in the world from quick clothes and stuff. Yeah. So there was I have a friend that's in the recycling business here in Frederick. I should talk to them about fabric recycling for the crafters, not just for, oh, if you don't want those clothes, don't, because half of the stuff that you take to Goodwill ends up just going in the big landfill in the middle of, is it South America that has that big landfill? I can't remember, but it ends up going somewhere and doesn't get used and nobody wears it. But yeah, I wonder if I could convince him to do a crafters recycling program where we bring all that kind of stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So, okay, I was looking for a piece of fabric that I'll be doing next. Oh, Jackie. Oh, that's so true. Jackie's saying she's trying to get the energy to take the trash out, which is always a struggle, but it is going to get hotter. It'll get hotter today. Ingrid is saving everything. I can't do it. It just takes up space. Good morning, Brenda. Happy Sunday. But for Legit Kits with all the Kona, I save all of it because at some point I'll use it. I'm gonna have to like start a routine where I go through the files, like I go through A through D in April and get rid of the pieces that are way too tiny that I would never use. Otherwise, that filing cabinet's going to get super full. Big strap is not going to do anything to you in that box. Go lay down, you goofball. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, go lay down. You're not climbing under my table. Oh, runaway foot pedal. Good morning, Letitia. I will do that, Ingrid. I will let you know. I think that would be cool. Or have like a Frederick Recycling sponsored like scrap party where everybody comes and you can take the fabric if you want it, because you know everybody's size of a scrap is different. So you could swap, you know, what you have, let people take what you have, you take what they have, and then whatever's left over, the county recycles it or takes care of the recycling of it. That would be kind of fun. Because everybody's idea of a scrap is different. Oh, Laura says it was already 90 very early this morning. Okay. Oh, Melissa, that's adorable. Her pup heard my pup making noises. Gladys is here. Hello, good morning. So while I do love the pieces on a legit kit that like has a lot of color or has a lot of fabrics coming together, because I love working with little pieces, one's little units that only have two pieces of fabric is like a legit kit palette cleanser. It's just nice to only have two pieces to put together, and then you're done and you can move on to the next one. Oh, Laura says the temperatures are going to be 110 today. No, thank you, ma'am. I say all the time that I want to live somewhere where the temperature never gets above 75 in the day and never below 50 in the evening. But when you think about that that means bugs never go away. That means there are always bugs. Just bugs, bugs, bugs. There's no super cold to like cull the population of bugs. I don't want that either. So I don't know what I'm what I'm gonna do. I may just be stuck in Maryland for the rest of my life. Although if Maryland keeps getting too much hotter, I may have to move a little bit north. Never thought I would say I would move a little bit north with the winters that the north has, but oops. Mary's saying that's what she likes about Minnesota. The bugs die in the winter. Right? It's kind of nice. It is nice to have that winter reprieve. Oh, Charlotte's getting spoiled by Mother Nature. 98 today in Texas is the high. All right. Not using this one anymore for this. I love that, Laura. She said, my husband and I need to live in a mall where it's climate controlled. Now that, I mean, really, that is the key. AC and heat and working a remote job so I never have to leave during bad weather is the way to go. Oh, Ingrid said she misses the snow. She moved down from Massachusetts down here to Maryland and misses the snow. Yeah. Well, I will say Maryland has been like crazily low in snow. We would usually like have like 2 years of not disgusting amounts of snow. Um, like, nothing that really like closed schools or anything like that, maybe a day or two. But then like every third year we would get a whomper. A good nor'easter would come up and we would get a good amount of snow. But that has not been the case for the past couple of years. Like like since you've been here. Is Massachusetts mad at us and we're not getting any more snow? because you came down. Personally, I thank you. I don't want all that snow. But it has been weird. We usually have something. Charlotte got the pool working. Son's got the pool working yesterday. Oh, Lori. Well, I'm sorry that you had a stroke, but I'm so, so happy and thankful that you are here and you are able to be with us today. And that lifts my spirits. Hearing that my smile and laugh makes you feel better. I'm so happy that you're here. Fortunate that was not severe. That is fortunate, and I'm so happy that you're here. Nadine's rubbing it in. 72 and sunny in France. Perfect. Oh, yes, Ingrid, it is all your fault. We have not had snow. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Yep. They're all sending all of the healing vibes. Appreciate you sharing with that with us so that we can send those healing vibes. Yeah. Share the good times and the bad and the scary and the happy. Del Marie says it's currently 69 degrees at 8:30 in the morning. That's a nice morning to wake up to. That's beautiful. Only 90 today. Nice. You're gonna have a good day. We've been talking about, laughing about, poking fun of me about my silly phobia. Not phobias are not silly. It's just frustrating to me that I used to be able to fly all the time. I flew a lot for work, flew a lot for funsies, um, and then got jobs that I was working from home a lot and weren't ones that I needed to travel for work anymore. And so stopped flying, and now I'm terrified of it. It's like, I don't know, it's a phobia that's grown in me. Um, but we just talked about this last night. It definitely hinders me being able to see all the fun things, like a beautiful morning in California, and uh, getting over to Australia or France to visit friends. So I need to I need to get over it. I need to work my way at my pace. Because I'm missing out on a lot of things. And that part, I don't like it. Ooh, Jackie said it was 93 on the patio in the shade. And Melissa's saying it's already 90 where she's at. Hey, awkward quilter. How is Georgia? Oh, cooking for the hubby. Yay! Oh, I gotta write down. Awkward quilter is Lisa. Where's my book? Gotta write this down or I'll never remember. I'm really, really, really horrible with names, remembering whose they are. So I've got a list going in here. Do I have you already, Lisa? No, I do not. Okay, good, good. Let's get you written in here. Awkward quilter is Lisa. Yay. All right. Have that to look back on. Marie Fluff. Oh, absolutely, Marie. You can hang out with us. Actually, Ingrid and Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches are going to be there, and they are confident FPPers. If you don't have any issues or don't have any questions, being there and being supportive of the folks that do, sharing tips and tricks that you have that you've learned is fantastic, because not everybody learns the same. Not everybody may like vibe with the way I'm trying to explain something, and maybe you've had it explained to you in a different way, or maybe you figured it out yourself in a different way. That just adds to the whole experience. So 1,000%, if you are just coming and hanging and you don't have any questions, no problem. I yeah, I encourage it. Absolutely. Oh, oh, awesome, Lisa. Yeah, I have a list of, I think, 20 names now. 24 names now. Because it just, yeah, it gets a lot. For folks that do join us in July for the Bring Your Own FPP, everybody that comes to the July one will get a discount code. I'm just, this whole like being able to set these things up, and I'm like learning how to use my website and everything to do this. So I'm just geeking out about all the things that I'm learning. But if you come to that, you'll get a discount code for the one that I'm having in August. So that is going to be, I think, a thing I do for retreats. If you come back, if you come backer, you get a discount for the next one. Good morning, Stephen. Busy today, just listening. I appreciate it. Are you still working on the In the Hoop Halloween project? If anybody here has not, and I would be surprised from the names that I've seen, I'd be surprised if you haven't watched Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter, who is Steven. You definitely need to do it, and you need to email him so you can get on his list so you can be invited to the pop-up sew days, which we got to. Ingrid was there, Melissa was there, a couple of folks in the chat here were at the pop-up sew day. It's a ton of fun. It's through Zoom, but it's never put onto YouTube or anything, so you don't have to worry about your face being on YouTube live. None of that. None of it gets out into the wild. But it's just a day to come. Everybody sews together, chats together. We talk about the weirdest things. We had some interesting conversations yesterday, but it's a ton of fun. But then, so he'll have those, periodically throughout the year. But Stephen also sews every Wednesday in the same format, the same kind of, you're never going to be on YouTube. Every Wednesday with Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches, they host a sew day, which is also pretty fun. I don't get to go to as many because it's during a work day, but when I can, I'd love to be there. Oh, nice. Steven said he's not working in the hoop project, but he's working on the block from the Underground Railroad, which is amazing. Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches is doing actually let me do this. First, let me make sure I got it. There we go. Is doing a whole series on quilt blocks from the Underground Railroad, which is incredible. It is such an amazing history lesson. It's such an amazing lesson on resilience and friendships and also the power of humanity. People just doing the right thing, no matter what the consequences might be for themselves, which is huge and kind of important conversation to be having in these days, I think. So it's pretty neat. So I put Stephen's and Stephanie's channel on there. If you're here in the chat and you have a YouTube channel, I want you to be able to shout yourself out too. And I'm really horrible about remembering to put things into Nightbot. Like I was supposed to remember to put the link to register for my July retreat in there, and I'm really bad about Nightbot. But if you're here and you have a YouTube channel that you would like everybody to come see, if you do exclamation mark, so you'll see where I have exclamation mark Stephen and exclamation mark Stephanie. If you do exclamation mark selfie, SELFIE, no spaces or anything, lowercase, it will tag your YouTube channel. So you can do that at any time. Want to make sure that folks are able to see where you are and who you are and support you and your channel too. So that's kind of fun. An easy way for me to not have to remember to put everything into Nightbot. Oh, Ingrid, yeah, thank you for that. I love the support group. I like that a lot. Yay, there we go. Gladys did that. That worked out. Woo. I think that's a fun little trick that Nightbot can do for us so that we can support everybody. Now, that is also to say, because I don't want to, I'm not pushing people on you. This is free will environment here. But I do really appreciate the folks that come and hang out with me on my lives or comment on my videos and stuff. So I want to be able to provide the opportunity for them to get the same support. And I had a lot of great people like Stephen and Ingrid and Stephanie supporting me as I was growing, and many of the names that you'll see here. So it's a good thing to keep growing the family. Oh, Charlotte, I don't know. I don't know if you just have like a YouTube account. Like I have my, personal account that I'll just that I've had since like the kids were little that has a lot of cartoony things on it, but it's not like a YouTube channel. It's I just watched things on it. So that's a good question. I've never done it. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. That is my website, and you find patterns there. You can find some merch there, some fun t-shirts. I have a very, very punny kind of sense of humor. So you'll find some fun t-shirts there. Yes, Laura, that it's pretty cool. There's so much static on anything, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, of just, you know, things that are pushed because YouTube thinks it should be or whatever. And yeah, I'd rather get to know folks that know folks I know and shout them out. Oh, in a couple of Sundays. Next Sunday is the beach bum retreat, but in a couple of Sundays will be, where's my calendar? So the 30th will be Slow Stitch Sunday with Ingrid, where we work on EPP projects. We are both, I've done some EPP, like putting hexagons together, not really in any focused kind of way. But Ingrid and I are using the new So Tights palette, and we just got these what is the word I'm looking for? Stabilizer stuff where it's iron on and you don't have to take it out from your FP or your EPP projects. So I'm gonna be at least working with that on our next Slow Stitch Sunday with Ingrid. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming at the end of the month. Melissa says we share the same 12-year-old boy humor. For real. I don't know. I think it's all the sports I played. I'm pretty sure I was the sports I played as a kid, and the fact that I worked in a lot of kitchens, and that's just a lot of, there's so much sexual innuendo that goes on in a kitchen. There's no getting away from it. Everything is some kind of dirty joke. So yeah. Oh, I read, no, it went up too fast. I was gonna make, somebody had said their webcam isn't the best And I totally feel you. I know. And then the cost of getting a machine that has a reliable one. So I will continue to do sew alongs for FPP and teach things on my page. And you know, if you have questions or anything, you can always email me. That's never a problem. Hi, Valerie. Oh, yay, Laura. Awesome. Laura subscribed to Gladys's page. Jackie's getting ready to hem up napkins. Oh, fun. Oh, cut from my mom's tablecloths. That's amazing. That's incredible. I love that you're reusing in a way that will be able to get a piece of that to more people in the family. That's incredible. That is such a brilliant idea. Good morning, Nellie. Del Marie asked, can you tell me when the patterns for the beach bum retreat will be sent? Stephanie and I talked about it and I don't remember. Well, obviously this week, because the retreat is this weekend. I think cutting instructions come first, so I'm gonna go with it. I think this is what we talked about. Late night conversations, man, get me every time. So I think cutting instructions are on Wednesday and the pattern itself is Friday, but it could be Tuesday and Thursday. Could be. I really need to write these things down. When I have late night conversations, when I'm already laying in bed and I don't have my pen and paper near, that's when I get into trouble. But anybody that's here and wants some details on the bag, the canvas is going to have, okay, everybody, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you the details for the bag. The canvas, you're going to need 4 21 and a half. Second, let me make sure, because I don't want to do it from memory and then say the wrong thing. Wouldn't that be horrible? Nope, that's not the right email. Okay, so 4 21 and a half by 15-inch rectangles from the canvas. And that's for the bag body. Yep, inside scoop. Woohoo! Oh, Marie, thank you. Yay! Oh, Valerie, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, inside scoop for the bag. Since Del Marie asked and you guys are here, I'm going to give you the cut instructions, but it'll come out in like for realsies. So 4 for the bag body, 4 21 and a half inch by 15-inch rectangles of canvas. For the pockets, you'll need 2 10-inch by 10-inch squares of the canvas. And so the reason why you need those 2, that's the pocket lining that you're gonna, the FPP portion that you'll do from the fat quarters in the quilting cotton. You're gonna actually sandwich that with there's gonna be sandwiching with canvas, mesh, quilting cotton to build the pockets. But I'll go into all of that when we're together next Sunday. So that 2 10-inch squares of canvas, for binding within the bag, and the binding is optional, but I think it gives it a really slick, clean look. So two 30-inch by 20 by 2.5. So depending on how you like your binding, 2.5 inches or 2.25 inch strips, and then you'll subcut those into 24-inch and 8-inch sets. So you'll have two 24-inch by 2.5 inch and two 8-inch by 2.5 inch strips for binding inside. For the pocket bottoms, so this is in mesh. These are the mesh. In pocket bottoms, two 10-inch by 2-inch rectangles of mesh. And for the bag bottom, one 21.5 inch by 18-inch rectangle. So that's the mesh bottom, 21.5 by 18-inch rectangle. For the pocket bottoms in the mesh, 10-inch by 2-inch rectangles, two each. So two rectangles by 10-inch by 2-inch, one big rectangle, 21.5 inch by 18-inch. And that's the bag bottom. Del Marie, I'm not sure you need 30-inch. So for the binding, so depending on the size canvas you get, I did all this from the canvas that I was able to find at Joann's, and now I'm finding out that not everybody was able to find that. You don't have to do the 30-inch if you don't have that amount. And you can cut it a lot closer than 24 inches. I just wanted to make sure that you had enough to do the binding for the inside seams inside the bag. So you don't have to cut it in 30 inches if you don't have that based on the canvas that you have. Let me grab the bag. While I'm yammering about it, let me grab the bag. Okay, sorry to be gone for a sec. So this is the mesh. What I found at Joann's came in black and white, but this is what they are calling coated mesh. I don't know if you can see it. It does have holes in it so that sand and water can get through. But it's coated. It's when I was talking about structure, that's what I mean. Like it's got body to it. It's not like the Biani mesh that's just floppier, I guess is the term. It's floppier. It's going to do the same job. It's just not going to have the same feel, which is totally fine. That's not a deal breaker at all. But that's what the coated mesh looks like. Kind of shiny. Hello, Bass Drop. Hello, sir. Sorry, cat's making all kinds of noise. And then, so that big rectangle is going to make up the bottom. And this is my tester one, and I felt like the bottom was too big. And then so I shortened it a little bit. And then I don't know if you can see, there's binding at the bottom bottom edge where we box the corners. I bound those corners. This is the pocket bottom where you're going to have that bit so water and everything can come out of your pocket too. And then canvas is in the inside of the pocket. And then you're strapping, your pocket and your other side of the strapping are going to be sandwiched in between the bag front and the bag lining. Oh, sorry, let me get the handle out of the way. So, woohoo! So I know the picture with trying to picture a dark vinyl, not easy. I definitely don't have a good photography setup to show off this stuff, but that's the deal. Is that the vinyl that you bought? Awesome. Yeah, that I liked being able to go to the Joann's with, the bag in mind and be able to touch and feel everything is fun. The handles are actually made out of strapping. It's not the seat belt strapping, though I was looking for that. I thought that would be fun, but it's the vinyl webbing, 1-inch vinyl webbing. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait to see everybody's colors. I am very excited to put it all together. And I really, really think, I said this last night, I have never written. I've made a ton of bags. I've never written or created my own bag. And so I made this as easy as I could. And I think you guys are going to be, bag makers out there may be like, yeah, whatever. It's going to be super easy. I totally know. Folks that have never made a bag before, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how quickly this comes together. The bag will be together so fast. I'm so excited about how I don't know. It's so beginner friendly. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're very welcome, Del Marie. I'm glad you asked and that I could show you. Charlotte lives it and loves it. Very cool. That's funny. For the fat quarters, you're making the pinwheel, which matches the quilt that Stephanie's doing. So you're just going to be putting together two pinwheels, and you can, it's from a fat quarter. You can pre-cut if you wanted to, or just wing it in FPP, kind of cut it as you go. Totally up to you. I will have cutting instructions for those folks that want to pre-cut, but it's just the two. You could definitely do some strip sewing of these pieces, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, so I'm excited. I did not anticipate, again, the Joann's issue with the fabrics. I thought the fabrics would be the easiest part. I was surprised that it wasn't, but that's all right. You got to pivot, right? You just got to do what you got to do. But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm super proud. And then after the retreat, the bag pattern and the blanket pattern will be available. So yeah, pivot. So I'll be able to share my first bag pattern with the world. So crazy. The past 18 months, I'm glad nobody told me what was going to happen, because I could not have prepared. I don't know what my brain could have handled knowing. It's been a ton of fun. A 3 fabric piece right there. Yeah, the canvas. Yeah. Well, and I mean, even Joann flaked on the mesh, not having the same stock throughout their shops. So yeah, but it'll all work out. It'll all work. It's going to be a fantastic bag. You could do it all in canvas if you wanted to, just so you know, you could do it all in canvas. You could make that the mesh bottom like a different color of canvas, so that you can follow, like learn how to put the pocket and the handles together in that same way. So you could do two different colors of canvas. If you're comfortable making bags and you have, you know how you like to add your own handles and stuff like that, you can just do all the same canvas and just add your pocket the way you would normally make it. Um, I I I think having been a chef and having created recipes and all that kind of stuff, I think I have that same mentality in the writing of the patterns of nothing that I'm saying in a pattern is set in stone. It is all up to interpretation. Do what you like. Like sometimes if you don't like kidney beans, use navy beans. If you don't like canvas, use cotton. If you don't like the outdoor canvas, which is goes through the machine smoothly, but it has protection against, I keep pointing outside like you guys can see my window. It has protection against the sunlight and everything. It's going to hold its color being an outside bag. I thought that was important. If you don't like that, use whatever. I want this to be yours, but I do understand the fear of not knowing, which it's hard to let go of. Like, you don't want to make a mistake before you go into a retreat and not make what you wanted to make. So it's kind of like this balancing act. Yes, right. Joanne's, please get your stuff together. We're going to be sending you people that need things. But I'm excited to see what everybody comes up with. And then if they want to make the bags, like I'm going to end up making a couple of these bags for my mom and sisters because I like it so much. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. No, there's definitely nothing, there's no rocket science behind this bag. It is a beginner bag for sure. Like there's no crazy, there's no zippers, there's no crazy placements, anything like that. So hello, not late, you made it. Tangle Zest. Oh, hold on a second. Let me scan my names to find. Oh, do I not have I thought I had Tangle Zest. We were just talking about how bad I am at names. No, I thought I had Tangle Zest written down. Did I add it somewhere? Oh, Ingrid says she followed a pattern exactly until she met me. I will decide midway through a pattern that I'm going to do something completely different. I'm really bad. I get myself into sticky situations that way, but I do have fun working my way out of those sticky situations. Tangles asked, could you let me know your name? I thought I had it. I'm gonna bet it's written down in some note somewhere in this pages and pages long. Really am just terrible at names. I have so many to-do lists and everything in that little book. I was just got caught up looking at them going, didn't do that. Didn't do that either. Tangle is best or zesty? Okay, perfect. I like it. I like zesty. I think we all know I'm going to end up going with zesty. Oh, we've been discussing so much today, Tangles as to the beautiful weather that it sounds like most of us are having, the super hot heat that a lot of us are having. So I don't know if it is super hot or yucky where you are, but we are commiserating with the heat of the summer. And we were talking about this yesterday too. The fact that I'm going, Stephanie and I are going to a Rob Appel retreat in August, which means a few things. I have to people, which makes me nervous. People with people I don't know, which makes always makes me nervous. I have to fly on a plane, which is crazy. I get to meet an idol, which I'm. Oh, is there a rabbit out there? Did you get him? The cat. There's a baby rabbit out there, and the cats are like, could could we get that thing? So I get to meet an idol of mine, which I'm just gonna. I'm gonna be so weird. I'm gonna make it so weird. I'm so awkward. And I'm going to Texas in August when it's gonna be super super hot. So that's gonna be insane. Perfect weather for Tangles S today. That's amazing. My community. This. I think the only thing that makes me sad that the kids aren't as young as they used to be now that they're adults. We have a really great community here, and the I'm in a townhouse, and the townhouse is right behind us. We have this great like public space, which is all green, like all grass and everything. And they whenever we have picnics, we're out there too. Like we'll play cornhole, all kinds of games out there. But they're out there. There's a group of four houses of the townhomes all in a row, and they have different parties literally every weekend. It's so much fun, and the kids are always out there. They This weekend they have a bouncy house. A couple of weekends ago they had one of those inflatable like water slide things. They're always having a great time. I love it's so cool. Like it just doesn't happen very much anymore. Like I don't know any of my neighbors. So I was just thinking, oh, if the kids were younger, it'd be kind of cool. Go out there. They're always like hanging out. They're gonna do up Fourth of July. They spend thousands of dollars on Fourth of July, different fireworks, different setups, and everything. It's incredible. They do such a good job. So it's a good crew, but they've got like such younger kids. Um, so yeah, it's just kind of I feel like the old hag over here watching and reminiscing. Getting hot and humid later in the week. Yeah. Oh, Lisa, the weird laugh. Yes. Uh, I always end up saying something goofy. Oh well, it makes us endearing. There we go. Big old piece. So when I overcome my phobia of flying, where is somewhere that you have been that would be the place that you would recommend to anybody just looking for somewhere to go? No particular reason, just, oh, you should definitely go this place. It can be in the States, it could be anywhere in the world. Because once I conquer it, y'all aren't going to be able to keep me in a spot on one spot. I'm going to be all over the place. I have four more pieces to go for this block. I circled back to finish up block C1. So I had not finished that one. So I was doing B3 last night, hadn't finished C1. So I'm finishing up C1 today. And then finish up B3 today too. Let's see, Scotland or Mexico? Oh, Paris or Valerie says Paris or London. Fantastic food. Love that in Paris. I don't know about London. London's becoming pretty foodie though. It will be a Where is Shannon? Where in the world? I have to come up with my own theme song. Jackie says Scotland or Mexico City. Love it. Definitely want to go to Scotland. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a Scottish accent? Lisa, Bermuda. It's a British colony, crystal clear water, beautiful people. Love that. Hawaii. Oh, a big fiber tradition. That's awesome. South of France. Get to go visit some friends in Ireland. Love it. Yes. I also I want to have there's definitely gonna be a Southeast Asian thing happening because I love that food so much. I just have to conquer the fear. Oh, Ingrid says George. George is her just little petite little baby 10-month-old puppy who is the size of a horse. And he's taking her out all day today. Oh, Del Marie says Yosemite. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah. There's so many places. I do enjoy a good road trip though. My son and I made a road trip out to Oklahoma last year. And we're gonna do a trip to Houston this year because I'm going for a quilt market, but we're making a road trip out of it. We're gonna go to definitely New Orleans. There might be other spots and stuff, but neither one of us have done the New Orleans thing. Actually, the kids, we haven't traveled together aside from this road trip last year in a long time. We took a cruise together all as a family, but the kids were young. They were five and seven, 8 and 6, maybe. 5 and 7, I think, though, where we went on a cruise to, we went to Cozumel. We went to Haiti. We went to Jamaica and the Grand Caymans. That was fun. Oh, Germany, Bavaria, and Crete. Nice. I want to go to Italy. Definitely Crete and other parts. I want to do. I want Japan, Philippines, Japan. I don't know. I think I kind of want to go to every single country. How 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 many countries do you think I can hit in the next however many years I'm graced with? I kind of want to do. I wish it were safer. So I wish it were safer to travel as an American. There's some places that don't aren't exactly pleased with Americans. Um, I wish it was safer for that. I also wish it was safer for women just to travel by themselves. Um, I am probably ridiculously clueless when it comes to how unsafe it can be for a woman to travel. Because I absolutely think that I can handle anything. But if I could travel like Anthony Bourdain traveled and to try all of the food all over the world, I would totally. But then he had a whole crew going with him, so then he was pretty safe. That would be kind of cool. Australia and New Zealand, yes, Stephen, those are definitely on the list. Oh, Laura wants to go on a Hawaiian cruise around the islands. That would be beautiful. Awkward Quilter says, thanks for the company. I have to pay attention to my hubby now. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, see, a Mediterranean cruise would be great because you get to hit different points. And it's a new thing every day. You wake up at a new port. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's so many cool places. So one of my favorite movies is with the one with Heath Ledger, and of course now I can't think of, it's not First Night. Knight's Tale. There we go. Why can I not think of the name? And he in the movie, Chaucer said, gives him the or no, maybe he came up with it himself, but that he's from Liechtenstein. And when I found out that Liechtenstein is actually a place in the real world, I was like, oh, I need to go there. I have to go to Liechtenstein. So that'll have to be on my list. But I want to go everywhere. My grandfather was Ukrainian. I'd love to, obviously not right now, but would love to go see the Ukraine. He didn't leave a lot of details. I don't know if we have family still. I would assume we still have family there, but I wouldn't know how to find them, which is kind of sad. But I would love to be able to go and visit. Del Marie says she loves that movie. My friend's daughter is the princess. Oh, Shannon. Her name is Shannon too. Shannon. Oh no, I don't remember what her last name is. Such a good movie. So goofy. Laura's saying her husband and Laura went on a 7-day Caribbean cruise. Oh, that's an awesome anniversary. And they've been married 35 years now. I'm thinking of another cruise. That's cool. I did enjoy the Caribbean cruise very much. Um, Sad about the state of Haiti right now. Sossaman, there we go. Yes. I loved her. And I loved the outfit she wore. And on the I could go on forever about this movie. But the mesh, and she was wearing mesh. The mesh hat she wore at one of the tournaments was on point. I want that hat. I want that hat. I want to create, now that I know how to like sew, I want to create that hat. I think that would be amazing. Laura, if you are planning on a cruise, would you go on another Caribbean cruise or would you go somewhere else for 35 years? It's awesome. Because I know there are like East Caribbean cruise and West Caribbean cruise. It's kind of weird how things like stay in your head. So when I was in kindergarten, I had the biggest crush on this guy named Christian. And he was, well, what was, he is from uh, Peru, Peru. And so I've always wanted to go there because that's where Christian was from. So that would be a place I would like to go. He was so handsome. Hawaiian cruise, hubby wants Alaskan. Oh, yeah. Both are awesome bucket list locations. So you do one for 35 and one for 45. Oh, more quilting cruises. Ingrid just got back from a quilting cruise with Stitch in Heaven. It was the Patriot Cruise with Rob Appel, Mark from the Quilting Marine, and Andrew from the Combat Quilter. Yes, I wasn't even there and I got the names right. Woohoo! And they had a great time. She went with Stephanie. They got to hold all the animals, which was amazing to see the pictures. But yeah, I want to end up on one of those too. I want to teach on one of those. Or would love to do a quilting cruise. I don't know though, Laura. I think you might be surprised because you do spend a lot of time sewing for sure, as much time as you want to spend, but there's also a lot of time to go and do other things. I had made mention that there's a quilting cruise that is a Stitch in Heaven cruise that goes to Alaska. And my eldest, Lauren, was like, "Oh, I'm coming with you." And has zero problem that some of the time I will be quilting and the other time we get to go do things together. And when I'm quilting, they can have plenty to do. So you might be able to get away with it. As he says, see, not hopeless when it comes to names. Ooh, Jackie says her son loved the Alaskan Inland Waterways cruise. Oh, neat. I had a friend that did a Russian river cruise and got horribly sick. So I may not do that. I may not do a Russian river cruise. But Alaskan inland sounds fun. Ingrid said, yes, I want to see you and Stephanie teach on a quilting cruise. How fun would that be? Or it doesn't do well in the cold, so maybe not Alaskan cruise. Well, they have Alaskan cruises in the summer though. Um, so when it's where it's not too cold, because you definitely don't want to be up there in the middle of the winter because you will have like the deadliest catch thing going on, and that is not my idea of a good time. But it's supposed to be perfectly lovely in the summer. Iceland. That's another place I want to go. I want to go to Iceland. I won't eat the food necessarily, some of the food that they like, because it is a traditional staple of Iceland to eat puffins, and puffins are my favorite animal, and I just don't want to know. And I don't want to see it. But I do want to go to Iceland because it just looks like a good time. Del Marie says, yes, ma'am, sign me up for your cruise. That would be insane. Oh, C1 is coming together pretty quickly. Here's another 3-piece. I don't think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, only 5 pieces to make up the C1 block. So that's pretty good. Laura says, I really want to see Scotland and Ireland someday. Oh, you have ancestry from your mother's side. Yeah, that would be amazing to go. Just don't go touching any, weird standing rocks. I never watched that show, Outlander, but that's how it happens, right? She touches a rock and ends up getting transported back in time. That is a no thank you for me. Yeah, Laura, see, there's so many places I want to see and experience. And I love food, so I want to experience all the foods too. And I'm a firm believer that traveling to other countries and experiencing their food, their music, their festivities, I think it just makes us all better people to do that, and that we all kind of realize that there's really not that much difference between us no matter where we live. Might be different politics. That's a different, whole different animal. Politics and people, totally different animals. But the arts, I think, the arts in the broadest term, from food, music, all that stuff, I think is what makes us all really similar. Me getting all preachy on a Sunday. I usually have a card, like a mailing card to fold over my papers. But the cats apparently decided that they didn't like it on my table and they knocked it down, and I haven't been able to reach it. So I'm just folding over the papers with guessing where the line is. Oh, Laura's obsessed with Outlander. Yes. Oh, there's a series of books. Well, that's cool. Oh, a Mississippi River tour. Now that I think would be a lot of fun. I want to do one of the ones with like the big spinny wheel on the back. That would be fun. I'm not a gambler, so it doesn't have to have a casino. Well, I think they all have casinos on, but um, doesn't have to have a casino. But traveling the entirety of the Mississippi River would be a lot of fun. You forget how big the Mississippi River actually is, how deep, what can what can actually move up and down that river. Ooh, and Laura grew up on the Mississippi River. Hi, I hear you. Bass drop is letting me know that it's bass drop time. He is. I've got too much like fabric and stuff going on. He hasn't been able to jump up here. He's displeased. He's gonna try. Hello, sir. You're gonna step on something. Hi. Come on. Come on. All right, come on. You're showing off too much of your bits. Say hello. It's Space Drop. This is the $1,000,000 baby. He was the one that was sick. I need to add Bass Drop time to the Nightbot. That would be so fun. Just a video of him hollering at me. It's Bass Drop time. He's purring up a storm. His brother Harmonica, they're all named after musical instruments, but his brother Harmonica, if I pick him up and I hold him like this and I'll squeeze him and I'll give him kisses, he will hop off and run away and won't come near me again for like a couple of hours. So I know that I can get him off of the work table if I just give him squitches and kisses, and he's like, no more, I'm done. Bass Drop will let me give him the hugs and the kisses and the scritches, but then he doesn't go anywhere. He just still stays in the way. Much like this. Much like you are right now. I still have time to finish one more little piece, sir. If you weren't in the way. Let me see if I can guesstimate what I need for this piece. And I'll just cut it and not have to push you out of the way. Are you a voyeur? You're in letting us watch your bath time? Or is the voyeur the person who watches? Are you a voyeur? I don't know. I do need the space though, bud. Off you go. Yep. He'll be back. We'll get this one last piece done. I'll still have 2 pieces for C1, but I'm gonna make myself some lunch. But I will get this one piece done. Oh, Laura says it's strange how things work out. She woke up, she grew up every weekend on the river, and now she lives in a desert. Oh, I'd be so sad to be allergic to cats. I love them so much. But there are plenty of videos out there that just make it fun to watch them. Their antics are pretty funny. Have you all ever heard of the Pallas cat? It's Pallas. It's a gray, it kind of looks like a gray tabby. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. It is so cute. It keeps its front paws. It's a, I think it's like a Russian, like, I don't know, cold weather cat. It tucks its little tail around and then it puts his front paws on his tail to keep his little tootsies warm. They are the most adorable things. There's a lot of videos with them, but the Pallas cat looks exactly like the mom cat. Her name is Fret. It looks exactly like Fret. It's pretty cool. So every time I see a video of a Pallas cat doing something, I think of Mama Cat. But she never jumps up here when I'm on. She'll come up here when I'm not doing anything. But I don't think she likes the sound of the sewing machine. She stays away from it. Buck is similar. If the sewing machine is going, he doesn't come up here. Buck is not from the handgun, but from Glockenspiel. Oh, did I move it too much? No, I think I'm okay. Oh, yes, I did. Dang it. Once I got it under this piece under the needle, I went to adjust and adjusted it too much and slid everything out of wonkiness or into wonkiness. So I got to line everything back up again. And I'm using my window over here to make sure the fabrics line up. Let's keep everything correctly skewed this time. Oh, Valerie, yeah, they are adorable. Oh, Valerie's cats don't like the sound of the sewing machines either, which is good one. So yeah, it keeps half of them away. All right, so it's almost one. So I'm gonna do. Oh, Laura bought a light board. Awesome. I love light boards. I do love them. I just they get in the way when I have like all the other things like cameras and like all the stuff here. So they become a hindrance here. I do love them for tracing. Like there's been some things that I've really thought had cool shapes that I wanted to make into FPP patterns for myself. And I do like using the light board to capture just the pieces that I want, like that I'm envisioning. The light board helps with that for sure. those ones, those cutter cutter bee, something. I think Stephanie has one of them where it has the cutting mat on top of it. That might not be a bad idea because that would be able to do multi-purpose. You know, I can line up for the fabrics and cut at the same time. And then even if I'm not using it as a light board, I could still use the cutting mat. That might be pretty nifty to have up here. Actually, I should look into what those are. I know that they have different sizes. I think they came out with a smaller one, which would fit nicely up here. I'll have to look into it. Oh, Laura bought it for applique. Very cool. So, as I was saying, hey, Sean, good day. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a bit. We're gonna get ready to head off, but I hope you're having a fun Father's Day. For those that don't know, the guy who sews is Sean. Sean, if you do exclamation mark selfie, so you know, Nightbot, one word, all lowercase, it'll give everybody your YouTube channel to go see. Sean is one of those friends who was insanely supportive and continues to be supportive when I just started out, helping me figure out tech and all kinds of stuff. The wild world of YouTube. If you do exclamation mark selfie, again, for anybody that might have joined who has a YouTube channel, it'll pull your YouTube channel up without relying on me to remember to put you in. I think I have Sean in there, but I don't have my. Let's see if I remembered. Nope, it's not. Nope. Keyboard has disconnected. Oh, there we go. Hi, Shelly. There we go. There's Sean. All right. Yay. Keyboard is connected. And now I got Sean up there. But yeah, the exclamation mark selfie is a good Nightbot command to have. But for the rest of the week, I'm going to do an unboxing of Stitch in Heaven's pre-cut pattern and kit that I got for the August retreat that Stephanie and I are going to. Stephanie got the same pattern, I got the same pattern, and Ingrid got the same pattern. It is the Bird of Paradise. So I'm going to get to learn the way that Rob Appel does applique, which I'm very excited about. I think that the biggest thing that I've had with applique is having to cut the pieces, you know, myself. This is all pre-cut. I don't have to do anything with weird angles and weird bits and bobs. It's all pre-cut It all has the fusible already on it. So I don't have to figure out or worry about any of that stuff. That might be my idea of doing applique. It already comes ready for you. But I'll have an unboxing of that kit to show you guys Stitch in Heaven's pre-cut kits. If you wanted to check those out, I think it'll be a fun little walkthrough of that. That'll probably go up tomorrow. Then Thursday morning will be the 1718 coverlet, which is the oldest dated patchwork coverlet from England. I'm working on that. I'm reworking the applique and traditionally pieced pieces from that into FPP patterns, which is kind of fun. And then I'll have those available for folks to actually purchase themselves and put it together. It's 69 blocks, so it's like a labor of love. It's gonna be a lot to do, but a lot of the pieces, a lot of the blocks are duplicated throughout the quilt top, so it's not 69 individual blocks that you have to do, but you do have to create 69 blocks to create the whole thing. Kind of cool. So that'll be up Thursday morning. And then I won't have a Sunday live because I will be in the retreat for the bag making and the beach bum blanket, or beach bum blanket because you think of a beach blanket. It's a quilt because it's being quilted, but it's for the beach bum retreat, the bag and the quilt. I'm excited about that. That'll be Sunday. So I won't have a live, but I may have a video that comes out at the regular time, since not everybody signed up for the retreat. But I'd still like to share some stuff with you guys. So that'll still come out on Sunday, pretty sure, as long as I have time to. I'm also house sitting this week, so I'm not going to have access to the same setup, which is crazy. So, but that'll be Sunday. And then after that, I'll be back to my regularly scheduled Sunday lives, and we'll have the New York Beauty will be not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, because I have amazing things going with the comedy troupe. We're going to be working with foster kids that are going to a camp this summer. I'm so excited about that. I will probably share some pictures and maybe some videos of that. That's going to be a good time. So not this Tuesday for New York Beauty, but next Tuesday, the 25th instead. Yeah, I think that's it. And then Stephanie and I have got to figure out when we're going to do the next Alice in Wonderland, the FPP project from Tomte, which has been a lot of fun. But we got to figure out we're going to do the next 2 blocks. Sorry, excuse me. And we'll get those scheduled and out there. And then we also have to schedule, we're going to ask for everybody's help figuring out what our next sew along is going to be after the New York Beauty wraps up, which is going to come from the newest 3-Yard Quilts book, the Christmas book from Fabric Cafe. So we're going to have you guys vote on those, but we've got to narrow it down to our top 3 and have you all vote on that, which is kind of fun. I'm really looking forward to that too. So we've got some fun stuff coming up. And then on Sunday the 30th is Slow Stitch Sunday with Ingrid back here on my channel as well. So we've got a lot of fun things to wrap up June and move into the hot, sweltering months of July and August. I want to thank you all so much for being here today and hanging out with me. Happy Father's Day again to all of those fathers out there. And I hope you get and are spoiled today, as you should be, for all the work that you're doing out there. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I hope everybody has a good time. I'll see you at some point this week. Everybody be safe, take care, and I'll see you soon.